Hi, I hope you're having a great day. Well, today I want to talk about a new fad that's taken to our city and many states across the country. I don't know around the world, but it's this usage of this method of going through constant and frequent enemas. Now, let's go back to an enema where basically a tube is inserted up your rectum and water is flushed into your large intestine to remove any fecal matter that may be stuck or very hard stools. Enemas are used in hospitals to prepare you for certain procedures, surgeries, colonoscopies. It's used as a detox method. There's nothing wrong with an enema when it's done once in a way under the supervision and advice of your doctor. But today there are a lot of people who are prescribing enemas because enemas make people feel light. People who are highly constipated all the time cannot have frequent enemas. People are told that their skin will glow because automatically if you have a lot of fecal matter and waste in your system and you use an enema to flush it out, you automatically feel lighter, you automatically feel healthier, and some people claim that their skin starts glowing as well. Well, the problem with enemas being too frequent is it is very dangerous for your system. Number one, understand the anatomy of the human body. We have 5 exit systems or natural detoxification mechanisms in the human body. Your lungs, your liver, your kidney, your skin, and your bowels. If all of these 5 exits are working the right way, you have natural detoxification working for you in your system. That is the innate intelligence that the human body is built with. Now, like I said, I can understand a few cases where enemas have to be used, for medical procedures or, once in a way when you're highly constipated. But if you're using it like once a week, twice a week, thrice a week, you need to understand that you are creating immense medical problems with your entire gut and your system. Medical science is talking about how constant and frequent enemas can cause perforations and metabolic derangement in the rectum area. Number 2, what we need to understand is your bowels, they have muscles that automatically work to pass out your stools. Okay, your large intestines, your small intestines, your bowels, they all work together, they spasm together, they contract to push the stool to your large intestine contracts to push it into your bowels, and then you have muscles that basically open up to let the stool out and then it closes. Now, when you constantly use enemas, you basically weaken these muscles over time. And what happens is these muscles lose their ability and their strength to work on their own anymore. And so then you start having more and more dependency on enemas and laxatives. Laxatives is a whole different topic which we'll talk about on some other video. So the number one thing is you are basically weakening your own muscles in your system by getting constant and frequent enemas. You've heard of a condition called hyponatremia. Hyponatremia is when you have an imbalance of electrolytes. When you mechanically and artificially flush water through an enema into your large intestine, you basically create an electrolyte imbalance by flushing out a lot of your sodium. Now, this could be detrimental for kidney patients, people who have low sodium levels, people who are going through severe medical conditions, or even high blood pressure and pressure problems. So if you constantly do enemas, you're constantly creating this hyponatremia, which is an electrolyte imbalance. And every cell in the human body works on a fine electrolyte balance of sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. Everything works in its own intelligence and its own way. And here you come with an unnatural way of flushing out your system, and you basically create an imbalance that can be very detrimental to your health. And then it interferes with the way that your body absorbs nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. We have a microbiome in our gut. You have good bacteria, bad bacteria. It's a colony of living bacteria. This bacteria plays a huge role in the absorption of vitamins and minerals, our probiotics, our prebiotics, bloating, acidity, immune system. Your immune system is also regulated by your microbiome. Now, when you do an enema, your enema can upset your entire microbiome, and it usually takes anywhere between 2 to 3 to even 4 to 5 months for the microbiome to readjust and basically repopulate in your gut. So you're artificially flushing out all this fecal matter out of your system, and you are also disturbing your microbiome, which has everything to do with your health, your hormones, your weight, every single thing. you get something called lazy intestines. Your intestines stop doing their work because you're artificially pushing out fecal matter, a job that your bowels should automatically be doing. So you develop a condition called lazy intestines. And then what happens is you eat your food, your food digests, but your intestines are unable to push it out completely. So you go to the loo, you pass your motion, but you still feel that you haven't evacuated completely. And then you sit on the pot mode and you strain, and you start taking laxatives because you have this feeling of not being able to pass out the motion completely. This is called a lazy intestine syndrome, which is mainly caused by the overusage of laxatives and too many enemas. So we need to understand that if you are constipated, like I said, enemas done once in a way are a great way of cleaning your system. But if you're frequently using it as a method because you're constipated and you don't want to work on your lifestyle, you don't want to make dietary changes by managing the right amount of fiber in your diet, hydrating yourself, doing the right kind of exercise, and even managing your stress levels, because chronic stress can lead to constipation as well. And you think that this is a quick fix. And a lot of people, a lot of medical professionals, a lot of professionals in the health industry will tell you that, oh, to clean up your system, and because you remove all of the toxins, your skin will glow, and it's anti-aging. Please understand that if there is anything that can clean out your system and it's anti-aging, it is the natural working of your gut. You are not a machine where you have to shove a pipe up yourself and clean yourself out with water. You can do that with a part in a car. You can flush out a tank which is dirty. You can do all of that stuff. But you are a collection of cells, microbes, billions of them, all working together to protect you, to keep you alive, to work, to heal, repair, rejuvenate your body. So you're not just some plumbing machine where you flush yourself out with water all the time. Please understand, this is a very, very, very dangerous fad. If you are doing more than one enema in a week, it is going to destroy your gut health. And I can promise you one thing, when you destroy your gut health, you are playing with the immune system of your body. You are playing with the hormonal balance of your body. You are messing up with your mental and emotional health, because there is a direct connection between your mind and your gut. It's called your ENS, which is your enteric nervous system. So please make sure, work on your dietary changes to combat constipation. Work on your lifestyle to combat constipation. But do not do enemas. There is no quick fix to looking beautiful. There is no quick fix to losing weight. There is no quick fix that will make you anti-age overnight by using all of these artificial methods. So please make sure that you do not make this a fad of using constant enemas, all of these colon hydrotherapy sessions which flush out your entire system, and they'll show you a tank with all your fecal matter in, but they won't tell you that you've knocked out your entire microbiome for about 6 months to a year. And if you're living every day with a microbiome that isn't working the right way, you are living with low immunity. Living with low immunity in a world like today, where we're exposed to pollution, contamination in food and water, and all of that stuff can only be dangerous for you, because we can only get sick. We can only get dangerous diseases like cancer when there is a malfunction in our immune system. So do the right things. There is no shortcut to better health. It requires a little discipline, a little effort, a little dedication, and doing the right things which are aligned to nature and the natural working of the human body. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.